Okay, so guys, it's a pleasure to be on this call. My name is Ben Adjaman. I'm just going to quickly give you a brief introduction to who I am and what I'm about. So I'm co-founder of Mastermind Academy. I've been in this academy for about a year and a half. And when I first started, I didn't take it seriously. So for you to be on this call, I'm not sure if many of you are quite new. It seems like I'm witnessing quite a few new faces. So yeah, I didn't take it seriously when I first started off. But what I found out is that this academy is powerful. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry, let me just send the link. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Is everyone muted? Let me check. Okay, everyone should be muted now. Drop me some twos if you can see my presentation. Sorry, presentation slide. Introduction to pricetrap, just so I know. Drop me some twos, please. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to take too much of your time. So when I jumped in this academy, it's so basically when I jumped in this academy, I jumped on not long after my brother jumped on. My brother's Kofi Ajiman, Team Excel. We didn't have no specific educators. Okay, so there was like 100+ educators, so we was just scrambling through any educator. So it was very like it was very puzzling, right? It was very like didn't know what to do. And then one thing, what happened was my brother came to a guy. My brother met this strategy called pricetrap by the name of Christopher Derrick. And he's also on YouTube, guys. He turned $182 into £64,000 in one day. So my brother was excited. He came up to me and said, "Look, bro, we're gonna be rich. We're not there yet, but it's doing really well for us." So this is why I started learning price trap strategy, and he's doing price trap strategy, and many others are doing price trap strategy. It's very powerful. One thing I would say is be patient with learning this strategy. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool, guys. Let's get into it. So guys, I hope everyone's got notes. They say note takers are the money makers. So before we start off, we always want to start off about mindset. Okay, 90% of trading is mindset. Okay, 10% is the skill. The skill it's not going to take two. It's the skill. Okay, the skill's easier than the mindset. Okay, what I mean by mindset is that when you lose a trade, okay, because you will lose a trade. When you lose two trades, because you will lose two, there's no traders out there with 100% win ratio, right? So you're gonna lose a few trades, but you're gonna have to understand the power of mindset. And my brother does teach mindset psychology on every Tuesday. Sorry, at 10:20. So maybe tune into that. So yeah, 90% of traders are mindset, okay? Because when you lose, you're gonna start thinking twice about if the strategy works or if it does work or if it doesn't work. Okay, so mindset is very powerful. So when everyone mentions about mindset, do personal development, please pay attention, because even when I jumped on, when people talk about mindset, I just brushed it to the side. But it's so powerful. Without mindset, then you will not last in trading for that long. What they say as well is that if you can stay in trading for a year, then you've made it. Because within that year, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. You're definitely going to get tested with your emotions and etc. So if you can stay within a year, then you've made it. Okay. Affirmations. I'm sure many of you have heard about affirmations. Always have affirmations, whether it's your trading plan, whether it's trading affirmations or just life in general affirmations. Always have affirmations, because it really does work. Discipline. Trading is about being disciplined, guys. you know, it's all good and well me saying it, but I believe that you're gonna have to experience it yourself, because you know when you're in a nice bit of profit, you're gonna get excited, right? And then you're just going for another trade, and that's when it's gonna put it backfire on you. So discipline is very critical. Um, Guys, take your emotions at the game. Take your emotions at the game. And as I said, it's as easy as for me to say that. You know, it's, you know, emotion does play a big part in everyone everyday life, right? So you have to try your hardest to take the emotions out of the game. I see it as business is business. Okay, business is business. Once I've placed my trade, I can comfortably look away from it until I decide to look back onto it, which is probably going to be another 10-15 minutes. Um, Especially if you're in a bit of a drawdown, you're going to be start panicking. But guys, this is business, okay? You're not going to win every trade, but if you believe the strategy, and the more you, the more you trade, sorry, the more you practice on the strategy, the more you're going to gain confidence, right? So try and take your emotion out of the game. Having a trading plan, guys. Everyone needs to have a trading plan. Trading plan is going to stop you from getting into every trade. Trading plan is going to stop you from blowing your account. Trading plan is so critical. Trading plan is simply, for those that don't know, just having a daily target. Okay, you're writing down your daily target. So once you've hit that target, you leave the trades. Okay, you don't trade anymore. Okay, because if you were to get in every trade, if you could see a good setup of every trade, then you know you're not gonna win every trade, right? So you're gonna be chasing the game if something doesn't go your way. So even if you have a trading plan of, okay, I've hit my daily target, just leave the trade for alone. And even if you hit a stop loss, then you say, okay, cool, I'm allowed to hit 2 stop losses, and then I'll stop trading for that day. Okay, so trading plan is very critical. Need to have a plan and trading rules. Yes, guys, it keeps you accountable. It really does keep you accountable. When I started off, you know, I was just placing any trades. Okay, and what happens is, as I said, you might win 3 trades, and then that one trade is gonna go the opposite way, so it's gonna like pee you off. Okay, so excuse my language, sorry. So yeah, guys, if you're getting value so far, drop me some threes, please, just so I know you're listening and we're on the right track. Good, 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 good. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so how to access Christopher Derrick's go live strategy. Okay, so make a note of this if you've not watched him yet. It's golive.im. Okay, that's where we're gonna start watching the educators, and then what you're gonna go down to is Forex Library. Okay, from Forex Library, you're gonna go across to live analysis, and then you're going to click onto Christopher Derrick's session. He comes on every day, I believe. Every day, 7 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, 7 o'clock in the morning every day. One thing that he will always mention is that you must have watched the prerequisite videos: 100 series, 200 series, 300 series. So that you're gonna access the 100 series, 200 series, 300 series through im.center. Okay, and with 300 series, what I want you to make a note of that is I think it's 314 Forex 314 series. It's the price reversal zones. Okay, price reversal zones. That's the strategy that I'm going to be teaching, and that's what he teaches. Okay. So yeah, please make a note of understanding the support, resistance, and trend line. Okay, because that's going to play a big part in learning this strategy. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, I did mention that this is going to be a beginner's class, because what the team have realized is that the last few sessions on Christopher Derrick's go live is that sometimes he's not going into too much depth analysis. You know, sometimes he's just listening to the music and just marking up the charts. So that's why I said I'm going to do a beginners class, because I really want to go into the depth of how to mark up the zones and when to get in, when to get out of a trade. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys, make a note of this price trap checklist. Okay, So what I do, okay, what I do is what I recommend everyone doing, okay? When you start off, when you wake up in the morning, whenever you're going to place your charts, go on, first thing you do, go on to forexfactory.com. Okay, forexfactory.com is where you're going to get fundamental news, okay? The news, you know, plays a big part in trading, okay? And one thing that, a few notes I want you to take is that if you see a red folder, so for example, you're going to be on the forexfactory.com, yeah, forexfactory.com. You're going to have the time, you're going to have a currency pair, and you're going to have a certain color folder. Okay, if you're looking at a US dollar and the currency pair is red, and you've not you've marked up your charts, okay, you've marked up your charts, and then as I said, it's a red folder. Don't trade it, okay? I don't trade it because the red folder simply means very important news is going to come out. Okay, if it's a yellow folder or orange folder, then it's fine. Trade it. Okay, trade it. Wait for your break and retest, and then trade it. If you're in the trade and it's a red folder, then just just stick it out. Just ride it out. Sorry, you know, because it could go in your way. It could go the opposite way. So yeah, please pay attention to forexfactory.com. It's very powerful. It can save you a win or loss. It can save you a win or loss situation. Don't trade it for the day. How long do we not trade it for? So okay, cool. So for example, if the news, if a very important news was out at 1:30, okay, so yeah, if it was out at 1:30 and it was US dollar, then I wouldn't trade it for the next maybe hour, maybe within half an hour. Yeah, within the next hour, I wouldn't trade it. Within the next hour, I would wait and see what happens, see what has happened to the market, and then if the strategy is blown out the window because there's been a big spike, then you just move on to another strategy. Does that make sense, Charlie? Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Cool, good. Okay, so price trap. What do? We look at a 1 hour time frame, guys. I'm going to get to a live chart. I just want to go through the checklist. Okay, so what do? We look at a 1 hour time frame. We look for a clear trend. Okay, guys, as you've been watching your videos, you know there's one sentence that we love to use is the trend is your friend. Okay, in an ideal world, we want to see a clear uptrend. In an ideal world, we want to see a clear downtrend. You're not always going to get that, so it's our duty to find the clearest trend possible. Okay, so if we're in an uptrend, you know, we're looking for price to continue in the uptrend, or it can have a shift in momentum. That's fine, as long as we mark up our zones. We're waiting for the break and retest. Okay, what we're going to do is mark out support and resistance zones. Okay, what you've been learning in the 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, is that, you know, we have one line of a level of support and one line of level of resistance. But with price trap, we create a zone. Okay, so for the support zone, we have a line at the bottom of the wick to the body of the candlestick. I'll show you in the next slide, I believe, the next few slides. But yes, so what we do is mark out support and resistance zones, and that's another word of calling it price reversal zones. Okay, what we do also, sorry, is we back test on a 4 hour time frame. Okay, we fill in the zones. Okay, I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to go to a 15-minute time frame, and that's when we go into the 15-minute time frame. That's when we're going to place our trade. That's when we're going to press a buy or we're going to press a sell. Even though we look at the time, even though we look at the strategy on a 1 hour time frame, we get in on a 15-minute time frame. Okay, so please make a note of that. If you get in 1 hour time frame, you're going to be waiting potential years. Okay, so we want to, you know, we want to make money within a day because we're intraday traders. That's what price trap is really for. Intraday traders, we're not scalpers. Scalpers, you know, you're in and out within 5-10 minutes. 1 hour time. So 1 hour time frame, we look at the trend. I like to look at the trend on 1 hour time frame, but I back test on a 4 hour time frame just to see if my zones are good zones. Okay, and then once that's all confirmed, we go to the 15-minute time frame, and that's when I'm just waiting to see what price is going to do, what the market's going to do, and then I'm going to wait for my break and retest, and then I'm going to get in on the 15-minute time frame. So I hope that makes sense. What's the time frames on MT4? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sorry. What's the time frames on MT4? So so the time frames is it's all the same. If you're talking about this strategy, the time frames is 1 hour time frame. You go on to the 4 hour just to confirm your zones. If your zones are not that good enough, then you just leave that and go to another currency pair. So 1 hour time frame, and then we get in on the 15-minute time frame. So you should have that on your MetaTrader 4. Okay, place trade on 15-minute time frames. Yeah, always place trade on 15-minute time frame, guys. Okay, let's go. No worries. I hope you're all getting value so far. I really want it to make sense. So if you do have questions, keep them coming. I'll answer the best as I can. Okay, guys, this is just a chart that I've marked out just to confirm what a trend is. Okay, this is, as you can see, this is a downtrend. Sorry, you got a high, you got a lower high. So you got a high, you got a low, you got a lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, and continuously, and that just confirms that this is a trend. This is a downtrend. Yeah, with price trap strategy, we want three confirmations. Okay, one confirmation is going to be the trend. Okay, one confirmation is going to be the trend. The second confirmation is going to be the zones, and the third confirmation is going to be the break and retest. Okay, so we want three confirmations. Okay, so on this page here, as I said to you guys before, we like to create zones. Okay, zones is simply where we're trying to track where price is. Okay, so we've got the level of support, we've got level of resistance. As you can see, here is a level of resistance. Okay, because it's a ceiling, right? So what we do with the price trap strategy is we mark up the level of resistance. We will mark up a line from the top of the wick. Okay, as you can see here, we've marked up from the top of the wick to the body of the candlestick. Does that make sense? Yeah, so we mark it up from the top of the wick to the body of the candlestick. Okay, that's the zone. That's the zone that we create. Okay, so this is an example of me marking up my strategy. Okay, as you can see here, I can see this is I see this as a downtrend, right? Price is consolidating a little bit. That's fine. But what I've done now is I've trapped price. Okay, so from where my cursor is right now, you can see where I marked it up from the bottom of this wick over here to the top of this candlestick, to the body of the candlestick. Does that make sense? Yeah, and it's the same one here. With this one, what I've done is I've marked it up from the top of this wick, okay? Because where price is currently at, I could have marked it over here, but this wick is so small for me. I just want to come back a little bit and just mark it from this top of the wick here. Okay, but then I've done it to this body of the candlestick. So with every candlestick, you don't need to go to this exact top of the wick to the body of that exact candlestick. You can just go to the one next to it if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. So yeah. That's me creating a price trap zone. So what I'm waiting for now is price to do what it's got to do. Okay, what we have to understand as retail traders, we don't have control of the market. So what we have to do is just be patient. Okay, be patient and wait for the break and retest of our currency pair that we're trading in. Okay, so this is an example of a break and retest. Okay, what do I mean by break and retest? Price is going to break through the zone. Okay, retest the zone, and if it retests the zone, so what I mean by break and retest. So for example, these purple candlestick actually represents a buy candlestick. Yeah, so my candlesticks are green. That represents buy. Okay, these candlestick represents blue, or a sell candlestick, or red candlestick, whatever it may be. So what are we waiting for? Price to break through the zone. Okay, this is a resistance zone. Okay, why? Because look, as you can see previously, sorry, our lovely Simone, who marked this chart up, she went from the top of this wick, as you can see, to the body of this candlestick. Yes. And below here, you can see she went to the bottom of this wick to the body of this candlestick. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. I believe that does. Guys, does that make sense? Drop me some ones if if this is making sense so far. Sorry, I don't want to lose track. Good. Okay, cool. Good. Let's go. Good. Okay. So what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, so we're waiting for price to break through this levels of resistance. Good. Okay, yeah, we're waiting for price to get break through this level of resistance. Okay, so if price is going to break through this resistance, it's going to be a green candlestick, right? Because price is going to go up into a buy. Yeah, and then the red candlestick is going to represent a little retracement, a little pullback, a little retest. Okay, so if the red candlestick retest the zone and now it's forming as a new floor, and then the next candlestick is a green candlestick, we're gonna press the buy. We're gonna press the buy on our MetaTrader 4, okay? Because we believe that the price is gonna go for buy, okay? And that's where we're gonna earn our pips. That's where we're gonna earn our money, okay? So we're waiting for a break, okay? Price is gonna break through the zone. That's once it breaks through the zone, as with a little, even with a little wick candlestick. If price breaks through the zone with a little wick and then retest with a red candlestick. Okay, and then the next candlestick is a green candlestick, then we're going for buy. I'm going to show you in the next slide, or I'm going to show you on the live chart so it makes more sense. So just same with the sell, okay? If price is going up, no, if price is just consolidating and if it eventually comes down, breaks this zone, breaks this level of support, and then retests the zone, and now potentially becomes a ceiling. The reason why I say potentially, because if price reverses and it could just continue to go up, okay? But if price reverse hits this zone, hits this previous level of support, now it becomes a level of resistance, and then it comes down, we're going to get in for a sell, and that's the break and retest. Okay, so let me check. So the body doesn't have to break? No, I don't listen. I don't know if the wick if the wick breaks the levels of resistance, then I'm getting in. If no, I'm not getting in. I see that as a break. Does that make sense, Leah? Does it often happen that price breaks through but comes back to retest a couple more times? Yes, guys. In a perfect world, okay, the perfect world would be, okay, for example here, a green candlestick, okay, a red candlestick, one red candlestick as a retest, and then the next candlestick is a green candlestick. That's a perfect world, but that might not happen. Okay, what might happen is it could be a red candlestick, then a green candlestick, then a green candlestick, and then go in for a buy. So that simply means that you're going to be having to wait a little bit longer to get in a trade. Okay, so as I said, in a perfect world, you want one retest candlestick, and then the next candlestick to be a green, and then you want to go for buy. But that's not going to happen all the time. So yeah, I hope I answered that question. Green red candlestick pattern for buy. Yeah. Green red candlestick. Yeah. When do you switch from 1 hour to 15-minute time? As soon as you see which breaking through. So okay, when do you switch from 1 hour to 15-minute time chart? As soon as you see the rich breakthrough the ceiling. Yes, exactly that. Yes, so as soon as I see the wick breakthrough, but no, once you've marked out your strategy, just waiting for price to do what it's got to do, you go to the 15-minute time frame. So the 15-minute time frame breakthrough is going to, so the break is going to be on a 15-minute time frame. Okay, you're gonna witness the break of the level of support and the level of resistance on the 15-minute time frame. Does that make sense? Cool. Oh, sorry. Okay, one sec. Sorry guys. Let me check charts. Check the message. Sorry. Oops. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, okay, cool. So guys, as you can see this wonderful chart, it looks very fancy. Done by myself. I'm joking, guys. Okay, cool. Look, as you can see over at the top here, we've got a level of resistance, right? We've got a level of resistance, okay? And over, below here, we've got a level of floor. We've got a level of floor, okay? What happens is, okay, prices, so prices, let's concentrate on this right-hand side, okay? So prices now coming through, okay? It doesn't break here. It doesn't break here, but it continues to go up, okay? And then what happens is price breaks through the zone, level of support. Now it becomes a new level of ceiling. Does that make sense? So price breaks through this level of support. Look, you can see level of support here. And now it retests the zone with the green candlestick. And then the red candlestick forms. And now we press the sell button. We press the sell button, sell button, sell button, and we're in profit, right? Because it's going down. Once again, what you can see again, once again, price breaks through the zone, retests the zone, and now the red candlestick is formed, and it's now become a ceiling. So it's broke structure and now has become a new level ceiling, because previously it's a floor here over here. Okay, so that's just where it's a floor before. It's just a good confirmation that okay, your zones are good. And then what we would have done is got in for a sell. Okay, let's go. I think the next chart is the next one's going to be a. Okay, guys, pay attention. Please take a note of this. Please take a note of the rules. Okay, this is the Christopher Derrick rules. You know, it's so key about risk management. Maybe guys take a screenshot or something, or take a picture. So to every 0.01, to every $100 account you have, you should only be using 0.01 lot size. That's 10p per pip. Okay, I'm sure many of you have seen the power of compounding. So it's always, you know, we have to stay patient. If we've got £100 account, we will grow it. Just stay patient and just go to the compounding charts, and you can compound your account from there. So yeah, trim trade. Okay, one thing, guys, with the price trap strategy, what we do every trade that we do, we trade the currency pair twice. So, for example, if I'm going to go for a GPP to CAD, I'm going to press the buy button or sell button twice. Does that make sense? So, trim trade is very powerful. You can double your money, right? So, if you're aiming for 30 pips, you can potentially get 60 pips in one trade. Okay. So please pay attention that when we do price trap, we get in the trade twice. Okay. Also, one thing that you want to pay attention to it, and you might not get it just yet, you might not understand it just yet, but the more you learn how to trade, the more it's going to make sense. So I'll just come off the call as well. My good friend, my team member, Cassie. We was talking about once you're in 10 to 12 pips profit, okay, 10 to 15 pips profit. What you're going to do is from your stop loss. So you've created your stop loss, you've got your take profit, okay? You've got your stop. So for example, if you're going for buy, you've got your take profit, you've got your stop loss, okay? What we're going to do is once we're in 10 to 15 pips profit, we're going to move our stop loss to 2 pips above entry point. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I might not have time to go through it in too much detail today, but we could do that another day. So the twin trade, one trade, you're going to have a 30 pips take profit. The second trade, you're going to let it just run. Okay, let it run. When you see a nice amount of money that you like, you just cut out. Okay, so we just try to stop profit. Okay, 30 pips stop loss no matter what. Okay, guys, whilst you're learning this strategy, please use the 30 pip stop loss. And once you get comfortable with trading price trap, if you want to make adjustments, then you're more than welcome to. So for example, right now I use maybe 50 pip stop loss because I've realized it's better for me. Okay, and some of you might not have the mindset to be able to deal with a 50 pip stop loss with a 50 pip drawdown. So that's why we definitely recommend you use the 30 pip stop loss. And then once you're comfortable, once you become experienced, then you can adjust it if you decide to. So guys, just a quick example of twin trade. Okay, if I have a £1,000 account, okay, if we're sticking to risk management, if we're using $1,000 account, we're gonna the most we're gonna use a 0.10 lot size. That's a £1 per pip. Okay, but because we're doing twin trade and we've got $1,000 account, sorry, we're gonna just halve it. So we're gonna do one trade is 0.05, which is 50p, and another trade is 0.05, which is 50p, and that mounts up to being a £1 or 0.10 lot size. Okay, let's get to the charts, guys. I'm not going to take too much of your time now. We are going over time a bit. Okay, so let's just go to. Okay, let me show you this one. I just marked it up recently, actually. Okay. Okay, let me delete this one and we'll go. Can everyone see my screen? Let me know. See my trading view screen. Let me know in chat box, please. Not yet. No. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yep. Can you see it now? Yeah. My trading view screen. Still on PowerPoint. Perfect. Cool. No worries. Screen. You see it now? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You see it now? Yeah. Good. 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 Okay. So if I come into this chart, okay, I'm going to see this as an uptrend, right? Price is just going up. Okay. I'm going to mark this out because remember the trend is our friend. Okay. So what we're going to do is what one thing I want you to understand is that when we mark up these zones, we want to go to the closest point of where price is currently at. Okay. So as you can see here, let me try and zoom in a little bit. Price is currently at here. Okay. 0.69747. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is create a zone. Create a level of support, create a level of resistance. Okay, so remember, the checklist is we have to mark up from the body of the wick to the candles to the body of the candlestick. Okay, so if I'm going to do a support, I'm going to just go here. Okay, my first initial reaction is to go here. Okay, and this is because I've experienced this. I've been doing this for quite a while. You know, when you start off, you're probably not going to know where to mark up, but this is why if you consistently stay trading, consistently watch Christopher Derrick, it's going to make more sense. Okay, so as I said, one advice is please stay patient, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left hand side. We're going to get this trend line out. Okay, we're going to get this horizontal line. Okay, click onto that and we're going to mark it up to the bottom of this wick. Okay, I see this as a level of support. Okay, that's why I'm going to mark it up. So I'm going to do the click on the bottom of the wick, and I'm going to go here again, and then I'm going to do it to the body of this candlestick. Okay. Oops. There. Okay. Now I've created a level of support. Yes. Guys, I'm going to give you a little trick. I'm going to show you a little trick. Sorry. Okay, instead of guys, what I realized ages ago, sorry, not recently. If to save us like a few seconds of our lives by keep going left to right, sorry, on getting a horizontal line, what we can do is if you press the Alt and H, so your Alt on your keypad and H, you're straight away going to create a level of you're going to create a line, a horizontal line. Okay, so that's a little trick. That's going to save you about 3 seconds of your life. Okay, so you know, yeah. So what we're going to do is go to the top of this wick. Okay, I'm going to the top of this wick. Can everyone see? Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so that's better. Now I've got my level of support. Okay, from the bottom of this wick to the body of this candlestick. Now I'm going to go from this. So I'm going to go from this top of this wick. Okay, because it's the highest point where price struggled to break through and then it reversed. Okay, but I'm not going to go to this body. Okay, I'm going to just go to this body here. Okay, because that's where the body of the candlestick. That's where another body of the candlestick is. Okay, because what we want to do is we don't want our zones to be too big. Okay, so this is now a nice level of support, level of resistance. Okay, we're trapping price. Okay, we're trapping price. Okay, it's just like a level of support, level of resistance. Okay, so what might happen is price might just consolidate in this area. So that's, and then we're not going to do anything. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Okay, so I've marked it up on the 1 hour time frame. Let me zoom out again. So I'll come to the chart, looked on the 1 hour time frame. I've seen that it's an uptrend, so I'm going to get it. I'm going to mark up my zone. Okay. What I'm going to do now is back test. Okay. So if I to go to a higher time frame, just go to the left hand corner here, press 4 hours. Okay. Or I'll give you another trick. I'll show you another trick. Instead of doing that, just press 240 on your keypad. 240. Oops, no, not that one. 240 on your keypad. And that represents 4 hours, and it's just going to go to a 4 hour time frame. Okay, so them little tricks save you seconds of your life. So what we're going to do is just back test, okay, just to see if our level of support and level of zones are good zones. Okay, so straight away I can see that price at one point, at one time, came and hit this zone and then reversed. So just straight away that's confirming to me this zone that I've created is a good zone. Okay, here once again you can see that the price has hit the zone, even though the wick's gone past it, it's hit the zone and it's reversed. Okay, over here you can see, look at this one, look at guys, look at this wick. This wick has come all the way and it's hit the zone and then reversed. So this is just confirming. So all I need is to see about 2 or 3 confirmations of the back test, and then I'm going to get in with the trade. I'm confident that my zones are good. Does that make sense? Once that is done, okay, once that is done, what we're going to do is go to the so we're going to go to, nope, sorry. So once this is done, sorry, we're going to mark up the zones. Okay, we're going to color in the zones. Why? Because we want to see it. We want to see it clearly. We want our zones to be clear. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just go to the left hand side, go onto rectangle. Okay, and then we're going to select from the top of the zone to the bottom of the zone. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to elongate the zone. Okay, we want it to go right to the end. So we're going to go to settings. Okay, and then from here we're going to press 11500. As long as it's 15000, you can do as many zeros as you want. Okay, but that just means that you're going to maximize this zone, the coloring. So what's going to happen is it just goes straight to the right hand side to where price is currently at. Okay, once again we're going to do it again. We're going to click on these lines. You can just do it as little as here. Sorry, right here, and then we're going to go to settings, wipe that away. 15000, whatever, how many of the zeros you want. It's got to be at least 15000, and then yeah. So now what's happened is, so what I'm going to do is just go back to my 1 hour time frame, just have a quick look. You know, I've had all the confirmations, right? I've had all the confirmations, so all I need to do now is just go to a 15-minute time frame. I'm happy with how the zone looks. You know, we want our charts to be nice and tidy, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to go down to a 15-minute time frame. As I said, you don't need to go to this time frame to change it yourself. Just press the 1.5. It's going to take you to the 15-minute time frame. Also, guys, let me give you a little nugget. Okay, what happens is when I first started trading, when I first started looking at trading view, sorry, when I was trying to go across, okay, when I'm trying to take my screen to the left-hand side, it was just going a bit funny, right? It goes a bit funny, like the charts go up and down. Look, it just goes a bit funny, right? Look, I don't know what he's doing right now. Okay, what I realize is if we click on this right-hand side where my cursor is, do a little click, adjust it a little bit, yeah. Now you've got now you have got full control of this chart. Does that make sense? Okay, and that's gonna help you so much. So you got full control. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, so now we're going to go 15-minute time frame because I'm confident with my strategy. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. Okay, oh. So now what we are waiting for is price to do what it's got to do. Okay. One thing that we have to understand that we, as I said, we've not got control of the market. We've got a strategy in place, so we're now waiting for our we're waiting for price to do what it's got to do. So what's going to happen is if price decides to break through the oops, no, no. If price decides to break through the zone, okay, retest the zone, okay, retest the zone, and then go up, we're gonna go for a buy. Okay, if price decides to go down, okay, and then retest the zone and then goes down, so we see the next candlestick which is a red and it goes down, we go for sell. Okay, if price continues to go up and retest the zone, okay, this is called a continuation in an uptrend, right? Because the market is in an uptrend situation right now. But if price decides to break through this level of support and then retest, we call this a shift in momentum. A shift in momentum. So it's a trading against the trend. Okay, it does work, but yeah, it works. That's part of the strategy. So we yeah. So if it goes up and breaks this retest, we call it a continuation of an uptrend. If it breaks this level of support and retest it, is called a shift in momentum. Because price is potentially going to shift in momentum and start forming a new downtrend. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Is there any questions? What I'm going to do now is just going to show you a few examples. So, guys, I've actually marked up this chart, so I'm literally waiting. This is like a live setup for me. So I'm literally waiting. Yeah. So let me check the chat box. Oh, good, thank you. Good, good, good. Okay, let me show you a break and retest. Okay, of I can see. I'm just going to show you. I've not gone through this, so I'm just going to show you something, but it's a bit clear. Okay, look at this, guys. When you start doing price trap as well, one thing I would recommend is that you just we're practicing, right? So just create multiple level of support, multiple levels resistance, because you're going to see that this strategy works. Every trade, there's always going to be a break and retest. So as I said, practice becomes perfect if you continue just to mark up level of support and resistance like what I've done here. Then it's going to be clearer. So for example here, this is a floor, this is a ceiling. What happens? Price does break through, retest. Okay, this is a ceiling. Price, what happens again? Look, price. Okay, this is a bit messy. Forgive me. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Okay, so let's forget. Okay, so let's imagine this is a floor. Okay, this is a floor really, but you can't really see it over here. But if I go back, you've got to see a floor. Okay, and now this is a ceiling. Yeah, let's go back. Let's rewind back. Okay, let's rewind. Let's go to here. Okay, so for example, this is the level of support. Okay, so I've done previously. I've marked this up previously, and it's working. Does that make sense? It's worked. So I can just keep it here. So I've done them. I've marked up a level of support, level of resistance, level of support, level of resistance. Okay. So for example, if price is here, okay, this is not a break. This is not a breakthrough for me. I do not class this as a breakthrough. I'm on a 15-minute time frame, guys. So you can see that I'm waiting for the breakthrough on a 15-minute time frame. Okay. This is not a breakthrough, so all I'm doing now is waiting. Let's see what happens to price. Is it best to trade market execution? Yes, guys, please listen. Christopher Derrick says if you're gonna do buy limit, sell limit on the price trap, then you're being lazy. Because guys, it doesn't even make sense to do buy stop, sell stop. Because if you do a buy stop and sell stop on the price trap strategy, so for example, let me quickly show you guys an example. Yeah, if price is up in an uptrend, it's break through the zone and it's retested, and then you have your sell stop because no, your buy stop, sell stop, buy stop. If you had your sell stop, and price could just reverse and go up. Does that make sense? So, what are you waiting for? Is it best? Yeah, what are you waiting for? So, price breaks through, break the ceiling. Oh, so what am I waiting for? Yeah, price to break through the ceiling. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay, so you can see what is currently happening, right? Okay, look, this candlestick here. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Yes. So right now, Cass, I'm waiting for a break. Okay, we need a break. We need a break to break through the very top line. Exactly that. Yes. 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 That's it. That's it. So let's zoom in a little bit. Oops. Not that. So okay. So this is what's currently happening. These candlesticks have not broke through the ceiling. We need the candlestick to break through the top line, not the bottom line, the top line of the ceiling. Okay. And now this candlestick has confirmed to me that it's been broken. Okay, so now I'm waiting for the next step that's a retest. I'm waiting for the next step is a retest. Okay, so this broke through the ceiling. If price decides to continue to go up, okay, with every green candlestick, it continues to go up. That's my strategy out of the window. Okay, because it's not done a retest. It's just gone up into continuation in the uptrend. As much as you're gutted because you could have you could have potentially earned the money or earned a good trade. Because it has not done a retest, we don't class that as a breaking retest, so we're not getting in. Is it just the candles that needs to break through, or can it? Yeah, no, the wick. I see it as a wick. If a wick breaks through, then I'm getting in. No, no. If a wick breaks through, sorry, I see that as a confirmation of a break. Yeah. Cool. So what's happened now? There's a break. Okay. Let's play and see what happens. Is it playing? Okay. This one is now a retest. Okay. So prices broke through. It's retested here. Okay. Soon as price retests this zone, it doesn't have to come all the way back down. It just needs to retest the zone. Okay. So a little wick can confirm to me that it has retested the zone. And the reason why I say this is because I've experienced it. Okay. I've experienced it. It works. What people used to say, or what some people say is that when the retest happens, the body of the candlestick has to be outside the zone. So the retest has to be through the wick, but the body of the candlestick has to be outside the zone. I don't go like that. I don't go for a trade like that because what I've realized from that is that you could wait hours. You might be able to wait. You could potentially be waiting hours to even get in for a trade. So a retest candlestick, which is the opposite candlestick, retest the zone. Now all I'm waiting for is a buy candlestick. Okay. Okay. So cool. Because okay, guys, I want you to pay attention to this. Okay. This is about you learning the strategy. This is about you understanding what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Because this candlestick, okay, because this green candlestick was in a strong buy, it went into a strong buy. Okay, so when this red candlestick closed, the next candlestick went into a little bit of a red, continued to go into red, and then it formed a strong green. Okay, so I would have got in for a buy. Okay, sometimes if the candlestick's not a solid candlestick, if it's not a clear and obvious confirmation that I'm going in for a buy, or the candlestick is a buy candlestick, then I might wait for the next candlestick to form. Okay, which might be this one. Does that make sense? So only because it's broke through the zone, retested, if this, I would have got in personally on this trade for a buy straight away because it's a solid, it's a solid. It went to an all high at this point. Does that make sense? Sorry. And then it did reverse a bit, but I would have got in with this candlestick because it was going up, it was shooting up, right? Price was shooting up at one point, so I would have got in. But if it was like indecisive, if the market, if the candlestick was, you know, a doji candlestick, which basically means that it's an indecisive candlestick, that markets like they're basically fighting each other, then I would have waited for the next candlestick to form, and the next candlestick has to be a green, otherwise I'm not getting in. Okay, so this candlestick, this trade setup, I would have got in. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so prices, I would have got in. You know, I've had a little drawdown. That's fine. That's normal, right? You're not gonna, guys. Please understand, hear my heart. No trade is gonna be a clear uptrend. Okay, you're gonna have a little bit of a drawdown. The reason why Christopher Derrick says 30 minutes because he's experienced a drawdown of at least 30 pips, and 30 pips is a good level of stop loss, right? So you will have a drawdown, but this is why it's all about mindset. This is why it's about trading psychology, okay? Because you're gonna understand that you're gonna have a drawdown, and that is fine because you believe the strategy works. You're going to be patient. You're not gonna have to. You're gonna get rid of the emotions as well because you're gonna understand it's part of the process, right? So you had a little drawdown. That drawdown's pretty like peanuts, pretty like 2 pips anyway, 3 pips. So then now what's happened is the candlestick is going for a buy, right? So we're in this, basically we're in this trade right now. So let's see what happens. I don't actually know what happens here. So okay, guys, quick. Okay, just another one. Just another one. Look, guys, as you can see, prices broke through the zone over here, and its retest has come out. But what's happening is because this is now a good form of now this has created a new level of support. It's just retesting the zone, and then if you believe in the strategy, it's going to go up. So look, guys, straight away, bam, up. It's gone up. Okay. As I said to you guys before, the perfect situation is for us to see a breakthrough, a retest, and then a straight buy. But sometimes you're going to have to be patient, okay? Sometimes you might have to wait an hour because price might be consolidating in this area. But because we've got our confirmation, we believe it's going to go in our direction, okay? So straight away, if we'd gotten in here, if we had got in here, I need some water, but I ain't got water. So, we could have look. We're up. We're up. Sorry, guys. Let me just zoom out. So if we would have got in here, okay, this is the candlestick that broke the zone, retested. So candlestick that broke the zone, retested here. I would have got in here. Okay, you would have had the drawdown of what 12 pips. So 12 pips is nothing. Okay, and then you could have. So one of your trades would have hit take profit because we're going for 30 pips take profit, and then the second trade you're just letting it ride. Okay, so potentially you could have earned 52 pips. Yeah, that's that's 80 pips potential. So it does work. It is very powerful. Guys, I would show you guys. Does that make sense? Let me quickly show you another one just before we wrap up because I know I've taken quite a bit of your time. Let's finish that. Let's go to another chart quickly. Let me just show you. I want to show you the break and retest. If I'm not anything up. Okay. I'll show you this one. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Let's go to this one. Okay, guys. So look, I've marked up my zone previously. I think I've done it like a few days before. To be fair, like, I could have done it here. Look, guys, I could have done it here because I've marked up these zones and it works. Look, a price breaks. Look, let me quickly show you guys. Zoom out. Sorry. Okay, guys, look, let me just, this is just, I'm just going to confirm to you this, that price trap really does work. We just have to stay patient. Okay, so previously I've marked up my level of support, level of resistance. I've back tested. I'm sure it's hit this area many times, as you can see over here, here. Okay, yeah, and then what? Coming to this part, let me show you the breaking retest. That's what I want to show you. Okay, so the candlestick that broke the zone. Okay, and guys, only because I'm marking up many charts, I've not colored it in, but please color it in because that's the part of the strategy. Mark up your lines so you can see what you're waiting for price to do. But I've not done it here just because maybe I was rushing or something. So prices broke through the zone. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. So prices broke through the zone. This candlestick, yes, yes or yes. Okay, let me check the chat box, make sure. Okay, cool. Guys, I'm going to finish up in 2 minutes. So prices broke through the zone. Okay, the next candlestick is a red candlestick, but it's no, that's not, you don't class this as a retest because it's not come back into the zone. It's not come back and tested the zone to form as a new level of support. Okay, so what happens next is an indecisive candlestick. Okay, now the next candlestick here has touched the zone. For me, I'm classing this as a retest. It is a retest. Why? Because prices broke through the zone. Yes, you can see this wick. The wick has broke through the zone. Now it's potentially gonna. Now this is gonna potentially create a level of support. Okay, price can potentially just continue coming down. Okay, so even though it's done a retest, price can continue coming down, and then we're just not getting in that trade, right? What we need to do is wait for our confirmation. So we've seen the breakthrough, we've seen the retest, and now the candlestick has formed. Okay, this candlestick is a strong buy. The reason why I say a strong buy, I would have got in because price has currently got up to this point. Okay, so I believe it's going to continue to go straight in the direction I want it to. What I want it to do. Sorry. If this candlestick, guys, was this candlestick, okay, so sorry, let me try and make that a bit clearer. If this candlestick here, yeah, so we're waiting for the next candlestick to form because we've seen this retest here. If this candlestick ended up like this candlestick, I'm not going to get in for the buy because it's indecisive. That candlestick means that market is struggling. There's a potential change in the trend. That's what this candlestick represents. So then so potentially markets can just come down. Okay, so if I see a candlestick like this, I'm not going to get in that trade. I'm going to wait for the next candlestick. Does that make sense? So I need to see a strong, for me to get in the next candlestick after the retest, for me, it needs to be a strong, a bullish, a green candlestick. Okay. If it's not, then I'm just going to wait for the next candlestick to form. That's it. I'm just going to be patient. Okay. So what happened is I would have got in here. Okay. But guess what? I would have gone in for a drawdown. Why? Because it's part and parcel. It's part of the process of it. I would have hit a drawdown of 23 pips. Yeah, that's okay because for me it's fine. Okay, and that's why you have a 30 pip stop loss. And if you can't deal with that, it's fine because you're new to this. But as I said, mindset is very critical. The more you do the mindset, the more you're gonna understand business is business. This is all part of the process. In an ideal world, we want it to be a straight buy, but it's not gonna happen. So we went into a drawdown of 22 pips. Okay, but guess what? It went back into our favor. It went into the way we wanted it to. So let me just quickly zoom out and then just show you how many pips you could have taken. Sorry. Let's go back to where it was. It was here. As you look, you could have potentially earned. So if we've got in about here, this is 1 hour. I'm just showing you guys now. Okay, you could have potentially earned. Sorry, let me show you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you could have potentially earned 164 pips. So one trade, you would have done 30 pips. And then the next trade, you could just let it ride. That's why we do twin trade, because we want to let it ride and we want to get the most out of what we want to do. And because after 10 to 15 pips, that I didn't go through that today because that's a lot. because we would have adjusted our stop loss to our 2 pips above entry point, it would have been a risk-free trade. Okay, it would have been a risk-free trade, so we would have been potentially earning 164 pips on the other trade. Guys, does that make sense? Guys, I hope you got value. Ask if there's any questions. Ask me now. Otherwise, that's it, guys. That is it. Guys, if you got value, please drop me some 5s. Guys, I'm just like out of breath. I didn't get. Let's. I'm gonna have a glass of water by my side. Guys, if you got value, drop me some 5s, please, just so I know. I done okay. Good. So one second, guys. Cool, guys. Thank you for jumping on. Oh, good. I'm happy. Thank you for jumping on, guys. If you do have any questions, do personally message me. Please forgive me if I don't reply back straight away. My problem at the moment is I sometimes look at the messages. I look at it. I don't actually look at it, but it's shown to me that it's shown to you that I've looked at it, but I've not actually looked at it, and then I'll get back later on. So yeah, please forgive me. But guys, if you do have any questions, message me. I will get back to you. Don't you set a take profit too? Wait 1 second. Good. I think I get it. Good, guys. It's all about testing it out. That's it. The more you test it out, the more it's going to make sense. Okay. Don't you set a take profit too? You just let it run until you just. So okay. Yeah, you can, guys. Yeah, you can set a take profit too. Of course. That's going to be a part of your trading plan. My trading plan is to let it ride. If I see a nice amount of money, then then I can potentially just come out. If it hits my daily target, then I come out. Okay. I don't specifically have a take profit too, but if it hits my daily target, then I'll come out. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. I don't personally take profit too. You should do you should do if you want it to be a part of your trading plan. But I just let it ride. What I do is once I'm in like 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips take profit, I just adjust my stop loss. Just keep adjusting it. So then if price does reverse, I'm in more profit. Does that make sense? Hope that does. Yeah, thank you. It's more good, guys. I'll send the video out to you guys. I had a wonderful session. Let's go. Let's stay patient. Let's win together. Let's go. See you later, guys. Let's go.